dog sport photographers, best there is out there. First up on the dock, this is going to be your event coordinator. This is Teresa and her Belgian Malinois Calypso. First up on the dock, splash number 9. This is Teresa and her Belgian Malinois Calypso. Huge, huge, huge jumping Belgian Malinois. One of only 3 dogs to eclipse the 31-foot mark in the Dogmode pool, with a huge of 31 feet 6 inches as a personal best. Current average for Calypso resides right at 27 feet 0 inches. Earned an Elite Advanced title, the last splash, looking for 28 feet plus, premier level jump for this team right here. Jump number 1 coming up for Teresa and Calypso. Good girl, Calypso. Good looking jump on jump number 1. Big score coming in on jump number 1 all the way out to 26 feet 8 inches on jump number 1. 26 feet 8 inches coming down a freight train that time. Ton of speed. Not quite a typical Calypso push off the end, but a ton of speed. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Teresa and Calypso. Here we go, jump number 2. A little more height. We got a huge jump on this one. That had a ton of speed on it. There we go, Calypso. And a big near midair grab. Jump number 2 going to be quite a bit bigger all the way out to 28 feet 6 inches on jump number 2. 28 feet and 6 inches on jump number 2. Good girl, Calypso. Premier level jump with a score of 28 feet and 6 inches on jump number 2. Good girl, Calypso. Good girl. Next 3 up on the dock, going to be Nellie and Haley and Astrid. Ace has a personal best of 17 feet 11 inches. He came the squeaky stick himself. Kovu's just sharing his world. Look at that boy get up in the air. It amazes me every time he pushes off the end of that dock. So high and powerful up in the air. A lot of dogs. Look at that happy boy bounce around. Good job, buddy. I don't think a great personal best of 17 feet 11 inches. Current average of 16 feet 5 inches. On deck, Amethyst, Astrid, and August. Here we go. Jump number 1 coming from Natalie, guest holder Wendy, and Ace. Nice jump, Ace. Huge jump once again from him. Big score on jump number 1 for Ace, coming in at 16 feet 5 inches on jump number 1. 16 feet and 5 inches on jump number 1. Jump number 2 coming up for Nellie and Ace. Amethyst, Astrid, August, Basil, Bella due up next. Here we go, jump number 2. He claimed that green squeaky stick for himself last time around with the personal best. There you go, mister. Big, big jump on jump number 2. And that ties his brand new personal best with another score of 17 feet and 11 inches. Good job, Ace. 17 feet, 11 inches. You keep this up, Kovu is not going to be able to even use that stick. Good boy, Ace. You tell Kovu that's your stick. Next up on the dock, Mike, and this is jumping Amethyst. Amethyst has a huge personal best of 23 feet 1 inch. Current average of 22 feet 2 inches jumping Shepherd. Getting ready to go jump number 1 right here for Mike, and Amethyst has been practicing really, really well lately. Good looking team right here. Fun to watch on the dock each and every time. Astrid, August, Basil, Bella, Blue, Bourbon, Butte, Charlie, Blue due up next. Right now, Amethyst getting loaded on the back of the dock here. We're getting ready for jump number 1. Look at that. Good looking jump. Great timing. Beautiful everything on jump number 1. Brand new personal best for Amethyst with a huge score of 23 feet 7 inches. 23 feet and 7 inches on jump number 1 for Amethyst. Got it by 6 full inches. Good girl. Beautiful jump on jump number 1 for Amethyst. Astrid, August, Basil, Bella, Blue, Bourbon, Butte, Charlie, Blue due up next. Right now, jump number 2 coming up after that huge personal best by Mike Amethyst. Only 5 inches separate them from the elite division right now. Here we go, jump number 2. Big midair grab and another really nice jump by Amethyst. Huge score once again of the big jump of 22 feet 7 inches. 22 feet 7 inches on jump number 2. Good job, Amethyst. Brand new personal best over 23 feet at 23 feet and 7 inches. Good little girl. Oh, that was so good, Amethyst. So good. Good job, Mike. Good job. Good girl. Next up on the dock, this is our diabetic alert dog. This will be Haley and Astrid. Guest helper Casey on the dock. The Dragon Slayer Astrid did. Pink looks good on you, Casey. Pink looks very good on you. Good girl, Astrid. Good little girl, Astrid, the Dragon Slayer. Her personalized Atlas Outfitters weighted dock diving tug. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Astrid. Astrid set a personal best last flash of 10 feet 1 inch. Current average of 8 feet and 3 inches. Here we go on jump number 1. Jump number 1, a good one for Astrid, right near that personal best with a great score of 10 feet 0 inches on jump number 1. 10 feet and 0 inches for Astrid on jump number 1. Good girl. August, Basil, Bella due up next. This is Haley, her diabetic alert dog, Astrid, their trainer, Casey Owens on the front of the dog, owner of Tattletale Scent Dogs. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Astrid. That is exactly what happened. It stretched it out a few more inches. It's going to tie her personal best with a score of 10 feet and 1 inch. Good girl, Astrid. Jump 2 might have been a little bit shorter, but the back end did pass half of her body, which is the spot is, made it just a bit longer. Good girl, Astrid. Good girl. Just tied that personal best with the back end passing the front end. Extended that jump out another foot approximately. Next up on the dock, humongous jumping Bernese mountain dog. This is Shelly, Heather, and August. August, the Bernese mountain dog. Set a huge personal best earlier this weekend of 19 feet 3 inches. Current average of 17 feet 4 inches. Jump number 1 coming up right here for August. Shelly on the front, Heather holding August on the back. Looks like she's wrestling a lion back there. Jump number 1 coming. Good girl, August. Another good run down the dock for this team. Going to be a good score once again. Fantastic job all the way up to 18 feet 5 inches. Good girl, August. 18 feet 5 inches on jump number 1. And she's squeaking again. Next up, Basil, Bella, Blue, Bourbon, Butte, Charlie, Blue. Right now, going to get August loaded up, ready for jump. Hold her on the back of the dock. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Heather, Shelly, and their big jumping Bernese mountain dog, August. She's letting us know she's ready to go. Good girl, August. Another good run down the dock. Two going to be just a little bit bigger with a great score of 18 feet 5 inches for August. 18 feet and 5 inches on jump number 2. Good girl. Good girl, August. That's going to bring us to the youngest competitor in the competition, K9-wise that is. Barely 6 months old, all the way from Boise, Idaho. This is Peter and his little girl, Basil Hayden. Little Basil set a huge personal best last evening of 14 feet 0 inches. Average of 12 feet 10 inches for the weekend. Just turned 6 months old a few weeks ago. Love this little girl. Taking to this sport like she's a true champion. You saw her, or you will see her mom later in the splash. Saw her in splash number 8 earlier. That would be Bourbon. Tug set perfectly. Good girl, Basil. That was so good. That was a pretty jump, little girl. Bella, Blue, Bourbon, Butte, Charlie, Blue do up next. Here we go, little Basil. Tug set out there just perfect, right around 13 feet. Here we go, jump number 1 for little Basil. Gate closed, here we go. Good girl. Jump number 1 for Basil going to come in at 12 feet 3 inches on jump number 1. 12 feet and 3 inches. Such a good puppy, Basil. Here we go, jump number 2. Tug set out there really nicely again, right on the 13.5 foot. Good girl, Basil. That was the biggest push I've seen her take off the end of the dock yet. And a new personal best all the way out to 14 feet 5 inches. Good girl, Basil. Good girl. That was by far her most confident push. And good girl. Each and every time she's gaining just a little bit more confidence. Good girl, Basil. Good job, little girl. Peter claims her color is purple, yet we have all pink attire. No jump attack last time. My ball got shoved in the pool. Good girl, Basil. Jump attack on Dad. Next up, very special team to me right here. One of the best junior handlers this game has ever seen. Only took up the sport just a few months ago, sometime in January, at the age of 11. Turned 12 on Valentine's Day. Trained this girl all by herself. No one else has laid hands on this dog in the pool. Both started this game together. Already set a huge personal best just earlier today with a humongous score of 23 feet 10 inches. This is Michaela and Bella. Good girl, Bella. Huge air grab, rips that tug right out of the air. Gonna back her up, get her ready to go for jump number 1. Blue, Bourbon, Butte, Charlie, and Blue on deck. 12-year-old Michaela and her little doodle Bella. Special kid on the dock. Jump number 1 coming up right here. Yes, good girl, Bella. There we go. We're going to give that personal best a big run. Wow. Good job, young lady. 24 feet 0 inches, an elite level jump. 24 feet 0 inches. Good girl. Big score of 24 feet 0 inches. First ever elite level jump for Michaela and Bella. Good girl, Bella. Another big jump. That was pretty special. Both of those jumps were humongous. Jump number 2, 23 feet 6 inches. First ever elite level jump on jump number 1. All the way out to 24 feet 0 inches and a huge new personal best. Great job, Michaela and Bella. That is pretty special. Good job, ladies. more big jumping blue on the dock with handler Bell. This guy also has a huge personal best of 25 feet 1 inch. Look at all that air for blue way up in the air. Jump number 1 for blue going to come in at 18 feet and 0 inches. 18 feet 0 inches. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Bell and Blue. Jump number 1 came in at 18 feet 0 inches. Last event, this team set that huge personal best of 25 feet 1 inch. There you go, buddy. Big jump on jump number 2. Good job, Blue. Much bigger all the way out to 20 feet and 10 inches on jump number 2. 20 feet and 10 inches on jump number 2. Good boy, Blue. Good job. How you doing, Tom? Next up on the dock, that's going to bring you Taz and Bourbon all the way from Boise, Idaho. You saw her puppy Basil up here just a moment ago. Yes, Peter Davidson on the dock, along with Taz and Bourbon. Big jumping little Labrador Retriever right here. The personal best way out at 28 feet 11 inches. These guys are taking just over a year off as Bourbon had that litter that had Basil in it. First time back on the dock in over a year was this weekend. They're getting back on track very, very quickly. Once again, huge personal best of 28 feet 11 inches. Current average at 25 feet and 1 inch. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Taz and Bourbon. There we go. Good girl, Bourbon. That's going to be a huge score for her. Good girl, Bourbon. Big jump on jump number 1 all the way out to 25 feet 10 inches on jump number 1. 25 feet and 10 inches. Good girl, Bourbon. Yes, ma'am. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Taz and Bourbon after that monster jump of 25 feet 10 inches on jump number 1. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Taz and Bourbon. Beautiful jump and big score on jump number 1. Big jumping little black Labrador Retriever. Ton of speed, lot of splash, and a big shower for me. Jump number 2, a good one for Bourbon. Going to be a bit shorter, though, all the way out to 22 feet 10 inches. 22 feet 10 inches, and I think about 200 gallons of water right on me. Thanks, Bourbon. Good thing my clipboard blocked all that water from the sheet. It's soaked. I appreciate that. I probably stink. Thanks, Bourbon. I needed that. Next up on the dock, this is going to be Khaleesi and Butte. Get handler Teresa on the dock. This team set a huge personal best last evening of 25 feet 4 inches. Current average of 22 feet 5 inches. First weekend on the Dogmode dock for this team right here. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Khaleesi, Teresa, and Butte. Good boy, Butte. Good looking jump on jump number 1. Didn't quite look up for it that time. Had he, it might have been even bigger. That's still a huge jump all the way out to 22 feet 7 inches on jump number 1. 22 feet 7 inches for the newcomer Butte. Jump number 2 coming up right here. Charlie, Blue, Kevin, Rusty, and Ed to round out page number 1 on my judges sheet for splash number 9. Jump number 2 coming up right here for KC, Teresa, and Butte. Saw her up there earlier with Calypso jumping out in the Premier Division. Guest handling Butte right here. Jump number 2 right here for Teresa, KC, and Butte. Jump number 2 for Butte, going to be a little bit shorter, I believe. Still a really good jump out in the Master Division with a score of 21 feet 5 inches on jump number 2. 21 feet 5 inches on jump number 2. Good boy, Butte. Brand new team just this weekend. KC been in the sport quite a while. Already the huge personal best over 25 feet at 25 feet 4 inches. This is one of our brand new teams' first ever competition just yesterday. The sport within about the last month. This is Tim and Charlie. Already have a huge personal best of 19 feet 1 inches. Very consistent with the average of 18 feet 9 inches. Jumped 2-3 splashes yesterday. Did a fantastic job. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Terry and Charlie. Yes, Charlie. Good run down the dock right there. This is going to be a great score. Not only great, it's a brand new personal best. 19 feet 10 inches on jump number 1. 19 feet and 10 inches. 9 inches over that prior personal best. Good girl, Charlie. Was what? Mine says 19. For Charlie? Mine says 19. Big jump by Charlie. That's going to blow that last one away. Whatever her prior one is, it's over 21 feet now at 21 feet 2 inches. Good girl, Charlie. Brand new personal best with a score of 21 feet 2 inches. Great job, little Charlie. Good job, Terry and Charlie. Good girl. I'm proud of you, young lady. Next up on the dock, you saw him just a moment ago with the puppy Basil. This is Basil's big brother / uncle, Peter, and Big Jumpin' Blue. This boy has a humongous personal best of 29 feet 2 inches. Current average over 27 feet at 27 feet 2 inches. Guest holder Taz Green on the back of the dock. I want to thank both of these two for all their help all weekend long. All my volunteers, team members, thank all of you for all the help you've given us all weekend. Can't make these happen without you. Jump number 1 right here for Peter and Blue. Yes, good jump, buddy. That might have been the biggest one of the weekend. Maybe not quite the biggest, but it sure was the best looking, I'll say that. Big score out to 27 feet 4 inches. Good boy, Blue. 27 feet 4 inches. Right up in there with some of his big ones, but I think he did have one or two a little bit bigger than that, but that sure looked beautiful. Lots of hang time right locked on that tug all the way through the pool. And now the loudness begins. Jump number 2 turns into total chaos when Blue's on the dock. Jump number 2 coming up right here for the big, powerful Blue. Good boy, buddy. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Peter and Blue. Good stretch and another big jump by Blue. Tack 1 inch onto that all the way out to 27 feet 5 inches. Good boy, Blue. 27 feet and 5 inches. Good man, Blue. Big, big, big score of 27 feet 5 inches. That's going to bring us to Alicia and Chasm. Good boy, Blue. Those were both nice, buddy. Yeah. Good boy. But I see you got Basil's tug again. Now, Chasm, followed by Janae and Duke, Todd and Dusty, Maddie and Edmund. Chasm has a great personal best of 17 feet 8 inches. Still taking the long way, buddy? Just like little Paisley, got to swim the length of the pool no matter what. 17 feet 8 inches, that huge personal best for Chasm. Current average of 14 feet 8 inches. Jump number 1 coming up for this team right here. Duke, Dusty, Ed do up next. Here we go, Alicia and Chasm. Jump number 1 coming up right here. Nice run down the dock, buddy. That's going to be a really good score. Good jump for Chasm all the way out to 16 feet 4 inches. 16 feet and 4 inches on jump number 1. Good boy, Chasm. That was a really nice run and jump off the end. Good boy. Perfect. I was just informed, as long as we don't jump into the Master Division, we might have a new senior title right here. Let's go get it, Chasm. Jump number 2 coming up right here. Big jump by Chasm once again. Not going to be a master level, but a great jump. Looks like we have a new title. 16 feet 6 inches on jump number 2. Good boy, Chasm. Good boy. Big, big jump of 16 feet 6 inches. Good boy. Congratulations, Alicia Chasm. That is a senior title for this team. Great job. This is Janae and her big jumping male Weimaraner. This is Duke has a humongous personal best of 25 feet 10 inches. Current average of 24 feet and 1 inch. I'm not confused this time. Look at that big stretch and big midair grab. Good boy, Duke. Big jump on the short dock warm-up. That's how we do it, buddy. That was textbook. One of the best looking jumps I've seen all weekend right there on the short dock from Janae and Duke. And by default, I've seen each and every one. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Janae and that big jumping Weimaraner Duke. Dusty, Edmund. Due up next, then on to page 2. Another big midair grab and a great looking jump once again by Duke. This is going to be a really good score for him. Elite level jump for Duke all the way out to 24 feet 3 inches. Good boy, Duke, 24 feet 3 inches. Good boy, Duke. Beautiful looking jump, back-to-back times there for Janae and Duke. Good boy. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Janae and Duke. Ed, Echo, Finn, Frasia, Ginny do up next. Here we go, jump number 2, big jump, Duke. Another good-looking jump by Duke. Another big score over 23 feet at 23 feet 3 inches for Duke. Got that big elite level jump on jump number 1. Good boy, Duke. Good boy, Duke. That was some good jumping, mister. Next up on the dock, this is one of our newer teams, second ever competition on the dock. Big jumping mini American Shepherd. This is Todd and Dusty. Second ever competition. This team's already got a monster personal best of 26 feet 5 inches. Consistent average of 25 feet 3 inches. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Todd and big jumping Dusty. Look at that midair grab, and that is a humongous jump, buddy. Brand new personal best for Dusty, 26 feet 6 inches on jump number 1. 26 feet 6 inches on jump number 1 for little Dusty. Mini American Shepherd. This team just took up the sport a few months ago. Had the privilege of working with these guys as well since the beginning. Big jumping little mini American Shepherd, Todd and Dusty. Brand new personal best on jump number 1. Huge midair grab and a big score of 26 feet 6 inches. Another big midair grab, going to be another huge score. That's all you got in you, buddy? That's all you got? Big score on jump number 2, 26 feet 5 inches, 1 inch shorter. Big score of 5 inches on jump number 2. Good boy, Dusty. Somebody else's turn, big guy. Good jumping, Dusty. Back-to-back 26-plus foot jumps. Good boy, 2 big midair grabs. Next up on the block, a resident tripod. This is Maddie and her golden retriever, Edmund. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Maddie and Ed. Good boy, Ed. Might have been a good decision to only take 2 this time. Good jump by Ed coming in at 12 feet 11 inches. 12 feet 11 inches for Maddie and Ed. Good boy. Ed has a huge personal best of 20 feet 11 inches. Good boy, Ed. Like the rest of us, that was when he's a little bit younger. Big jumping Edmund right here. Three-legged golden retriever. Echo, Finn, Frasier, Ginny, Gracie, Gypsy, Hayden, Kai due up next. Right now, jump number 2 coming for Maddie and Ed. Jump number 2 for Ed going to be a little bit shorter. Still a really nice jump by Ed at 11 feet and 4 inches. 11 feet 4 inches on jump number 2 for Edmund. Good boy, Ed. That will be the end of page 1 on judges sheet for splash number 9. Moving on to page 2 with Tatum and Echo. On deck, Finn, Frasier, Ginny, Gracie, and Gypsy. Right now, Tatum and Echo. Good boy, Echo. Good boy. Big chomp midair going for that big bumper. Echo best of 25 feet 0 inches. Current average of 19 feet and 2 inches for Echo. Finn, Frasier, Ginny, Gracie, Gypsy due up next. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Tatum, Echo, and guest hold Allie on the back of the dog. Jump number 1 right here for Tatum and Echo. Look at that stretch and a big, big midair grab by Echo. That's going to be a great score for him. All the way out to 19 feet 11 inches. 19 feet 11 inches on jump number 1 for Tatum and Echo. Beautiful hang time, big midair grab. Good job, Echo. He was locked onto that bumper that time. Finn, Frasier, Ginny, Gracie, Gypsy due up next. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Tatum and Echo. Big splash right on top of me by Echo. Jump number 2 going to be a little bit shorter, but still a really nice Echo jump. Going to come in at 17 feet 3 inches on jump number 2. Good boy, Echo had that monster jump on jump 1. Good job, buddy. Echo says, I'm ready to go again. Let's do it again. Good boy. Next up on the dock, this is Ashley and Finn. Frasier, Ginny, Gracie, Gypsy, Hayden due up next. Good boy. This puppy is up off the end of the dock. Huge push off the end every time. Already set a huge personal best of 11 feet 4 inches. This boy is super consistent. Average has already gone up to 11 feet 3 inches. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Finn. Good push off the end and another really nice looking jump by Finn. New personal best out to 12 feet 1 inch. 12 feet and 1 inch for Finn on jump number 1. Good boy. Freysia, Ginny, Gracie, Gypsy, Hayden do up next. Right now, jump number 2 coming right here from Ashley and Finn. Brand new personal best jump set of 12 feet and 1 inch. Here we go, jump number 2, Ashley and Finn. Another good looking push by Finn on jump number 2. Another good score for him all the way out to 11 feet 8 inches on jump 2. 11 feet 8 inches would have been a personal best, but he just set that huge mark on jump number 1 of 12 feet 1 inch. Good putt. Boy, Finn. This is Wendy and Pretty Dutch Shepherd. This is Freysia, a.k.a. T-Rex. One of the fastest dogs you're going to see down the dock right here. Just starting to get this game in control as she's figuring out she's getting a little bit higher each time, pushing those jumps out much, much further. Also just took up the sport earlier this year. This girl's come a long way in a very short time. Good girl, Freysia. Another really good looking jump from here. Jump number 1. All the way out to 16 feet 10 inches on jump number 1. Good girl, Freysia. 16 feet and 10 inches on jump number 1. Ginny, Gracie, Gypsy, Hayden do up next. Right now, little T-Rex getting ready for jump number 2. Had a personal best in the 13-foot range coming into this weekend. Got it into all the way out to 17 feet 8 inches, average almost to 16 feet with all those big jumps this weekend. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Wendy and Dutch Shepherd Freysia. Good girl, T-Rex. That's going to be a really good score for her and a new personal best. 18 feet 0 inches. Good girl, Freysia. 18 feet and 0 inches. Look at that girl get down the dock. Good girl, little Freysia. Next up on the dock, this is going to bring us to Renee and Ginny. Ginny has a personal best of 19 feet and 10 inches. Look at all that speed down the dock. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Renee and Ginny. Going after her orange-colored Outfitters weighted dock diving tug. Here we go. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Ginny. Gracie, Gypsy, Hayden, Kai, Khaleesi, Lai do up next. Jump number 1 coming up right. Look at all that speed. Really fast down the dock right there. Big score on jump number 1 all the way out to 19 feet 6 inches on jump number 1. 19 feet 6 inches for Ginny on jump number 1. She is lightning quick down the dock. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Ginny. Once again, Gracie, Gypsy, Hayden, Kai do up next. That happened so fast, don't blink. Jump number 2 going to be just a little bit shorter, but still a great score of 18 feet and 11 inches. Good job, Ginny. 18 feet, 11 inches on jump number 2. Big score over 19 feet on jump number 1. Favorite teams, this is Mike, Amanda, and their little Labrador Retriever. This is Gracie. Interchangeable parts, both to handle Gracie like pros. Look at that. Big jump on the shot. Good girl, Gracie. That was beautiful, little girl. Ton of speed, huge push with very little dock to work with. Good girl. Got that warm-up in, going to back her up for 2 jumps right now. Gracie owns a monster personal best of 26 feet 5 inches. Current average over 23 feet at 23 feet 6 inches. Mike coming to the front of the dock for jump number 1. Let's see what we can do this time. Gypsy, Hayden, Kai, Khaleesi, Lai, Kova do up. Extra loud this time by for Gracie on the back of the dock. Mike on the front. Jump number 1 coming up right here. If she's not, I am, Mike. Good girl, Gracie. And a big splash from her. Elite level jump out at 24 feet 1 inch on jump number 1 for Gracie. Good girl, Gracie. 24 feet 1 inch on jump number 1. That was fast. Again, this girl is always fast down the dock. That one had an extra gear just like last time. Gypsy, Hayden, Kai, Khaleesi, Lai, Kova do up next. Jump number 2 coming up. Believe we may have Amanda coming to the front. Not quite sure. Looks that way. Mike's grabbing on to that rhinoceros on the back known as Gracie. Jump number 2 coming up here, already out in the elite division with a jump of 24 feet 1 inch. Here we go, jump number 2, Amanda on the front for Gracie. Another quick run down the dock, another good jump from Gracie, going to be right next to that first jump. The big score of 23 feet 9 inches. Good girl, Gracie. 2 really good Gracie jumps back to back. Good girl. Not quite sure what I did to you to deserve that, though, Gracie. Whatever I did, I won't do it again, I promise. Good jumping by Mike, Amanda, and Gracie that time by. Apparently, all these dogs think I need another shower today. I swear I took one this morning. Good girl, Gracie. Good job. You did so good. Good girl. That was great. Next up on the dock, that's going to bring us to Kylie and Gypsy. This girl set a personal best last time out. My sheet's not updated. I believe it was just over 13 feet. Average of 12 feet 2 inches. Jump number 1. Good girl, Gypsy. Sorry, that was a practice jump. I knew that. Announced jump number 1, but jump number right here. Hayden, Kai, Khaleesi, Lai, Kova, Voodoo up next. Jump number 1 coming up right here for for Gypsy. Good girl, Gypsy. Jump number 1 for Gypsy going to come in at 11 feet 10 inches. 11 feet 10 inches. Good jump for the first time around for Gypsy. Jump number 2 coming up right here once we get her set. Kylie and Gypsy. Hayden, Kai, Khaleesi, Lai, Kova, do up next. Jump number 2 coming up right here. Good job, Gypsy. That was a huge push off the end. Going to be a really good score. 13 feet and 3 inches on jump number 2. Good girl. I believe that's a new personal best at 13 feet 3 inches. I think it is, and I'm being told yes. Congratulations. My sheet wasn't quite updated, but I thought that was going to do it. 13 feet 3 inches and a brand new personal best for Gypsy. Good job. That just turned 12 yesterday. Now on the dock, this is the girl that just turned 12 yesterday. This is your event coordinator, Teresa, and 12-year-old Labrador Retriever. This is Hayden. Hayden, in her younger days, owns a huge personal best out at 22 feet 10 inches. Current average of 8 feet and 11 inches. Lots of master level jumps for this old girl this weekend. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Teresa and Hayden. Kai, Khaleesi, Lai, Kova, Voodoo up next. Jump number 1 coming up here for 12-year-old Hayden. To my knowledge, this is the oldest dog competition this weekend. Good girl, Hayden. Jump number 1 for Hayden going to come in at 16 feet 11 inches. 16 feet and 11 inches on jump number 1. Still had that 12 in my mind, but that was 16 feet and 11 inches on jump number 1. Jump number 2 for Hayden coming up right here. Kai, Khaleesi, Lai, Kova, up next. Here we go on jump number 2 for Teresa and Hayden. Here we go on maybe on jump number 2. Jump number 2, much bigger for Hayden. Going to be a good score for her on jump number 2. All the way out to 19 feet 5 inches on jump number 2. 19 feet and 5 inches on jump number 2 for Hayden. Next up on the dock, this is our big jumping male Dutch Shepherd. This is Danielle and big boy Kai. Kai set a personal best earlier this weekend of 26 feet 5 inches. Those of you following us for a couple years might remember him as Tua. Same big jumping boy. Look at that boy rip that tug right out of the air, that red and black Atlas Outfitters weighted dock diving tug. Hands down, unquestionable best toy in the game. Jump number 1 coming up right here for big jumping Kai. Danielle on the front of the dock right here. Jump number 1 coming up for Kai. Good midair grab and a good Kai jump on jump number 1. Ton of speed. Big jump out to 26 feet 1 inch on jump number 1. Good boy Kai. 26 feet and 1 inch on jump number 1. Boy has been ridiculously consistent all weekend long. 25, 26 each and every time down the dock. Khaleesi, Lai, Kova, Kovu do up next. Jump number 2 coming up right now from big jumping Kai. Ripped right out of the air for a score over 26 feet. Here we go, jump number 2. Another big midair grab and another big jump by Kai. Good boy. Did it twice in a row. 26 feet 1 inch on jump number 2. Good boy, Kai. 26 feet 1 inch times 2. Good boy, Kai. Back to back, big jumps of 26 feet and 1 inch. Good boy. All 3 ripped that tug right out of the air. Good boy, Kai. Good job, buddy. Good job. That's very consistent. Next up on the dock, this will be Katie and Khaleesi. Pretty little girl Khaleesi on the dock right now. This girl has a great personal best of 16 feet 7 inches. Current average of 13. Right on that tug. Good girl, Khaleesi. Lai, Kova, Kovu on deck. Right now, Khaleesi and Katie on dock. 16 feet 7 inch personal best. Jump number 1 coming right here. Lai, Kova, Kovu, Louie, Maisie do up next. Jump number 1 right here for Khaleesi. Complete stop on the end of the dock. Still going to be a good score for Khaleesi with a nice jump out to 11 feet 4 inches. 11 feet 4 inches on jump number 1. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Khaleesi. Once again, huge personal best of 16 feet 7 inches. Current average of 13 feet 10 inches. Here we go on jump number 2. Good girl, Khaleesi. Much bigger on jump number 2. Great score all the way out to 12 feet 3 inches on jump number 2. Good girl, Khaleesi. 12 feet and 3 inches. Good job. Over a foot of improvement from jump number 1 to jump number 2. Huge personal best last splash of 12 and 7 inches. Current average of 7 feet and 7 inches. Good boy, Lai. Snoopy is back in the pool. Got that big rudder steering him around in the pool, though. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Tatum and Lai. Once again, to that huge personal best of 12 feet 7 inches. Just last splash, splash number 8. Here we go. Jump number 1 coming up right here for this team. Kova, Kovu, Louie do up next. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Lai. Good boy, buddy. Good looking jump from Lai right there. 11 feet 10 inches on jump number 1. 11 feet and 10 inches. Good boy, Lai. On jump number 1, jump number 2 coming up right here. Kova, Kovu, Louis do up next. Good boy, Lai. Big jump and a brand new personal best. 13 feet 7 inches on jump number 2. 13 feet and 7 inches. Now on the dock, this is Wendy and her big jumping Dutch Shepherd. This is Kova. Kova has a huge personal best of 25 feet 1 inch. Good extension, big jump, Kova. Beautiful looking jump. Big score on jump number 1 all the way out to 22 feet 11 inches on jump number 1. 22 feet 11 inches. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Kova. Big, beautiful mid-air grab. Kovu, Louis, Maisie do up next. Good stretch once again by Kova. Jump number 2. Going to be a little bit shorter with a good score of 20 feet and 10 inches on jump number 2. 20 feet and 10 inches. Good girl, Kova. Next up on the dock, this will be Nelly and Kovu, and the battle for the squeaky green stick commences. Perfect. 2 for Kovu this time by, has a personal best of 20 feet 2 inches. We need to see a little bigger than that so he can reclaim his stick. I think Kovu owns the stick one more time. Big jump. Holy cow, Kovu. 22 feet 2 inches. It is your stick again, buddy. Poor Ace. 22 feet 2 inches. Big jump by Kovu. Telling Ace, game on, buddy. That is my stick. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Kovu. So happy to see that was not a practice jump. Sometimes that works in your favor, sometimes not so much, but we chose very right that time. Great job, Kovu. Great strategy this time by of only 2 jumps for Kovu. Maisie now right now, jump number 2 coming up after that monster personal best of 22 feet 2 inches on jump number 1. Destroying that prior personal best by 2 full feet. Not sure where that jump came from, Kovu, but let's do it again, buddy. Can we get one more of those huge things? Jump number 2 for the squeaky stick right here. Ace has some work to do to reclaim. Good boy, Kovu. Had you done them in the other order, you would have had 2 personal bests. That's still a huge jump at 20 feet and 10 inches. Good boy, Kovu. Almost outdid himself again with another big jump of 20 feet and 10 inches. Good boy. That is your stick, huh? Next on the dog, this is Georgia and one of her 2 Australian Shepherds. This is Louie. Maisie, Noah, Oak, Paisley, Nessie do up next. Good boy, Louie. Good looking push off the end of the dock. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Louie. That just last jump of 9 feet 11 inches by Louie. Current average of 7 feet 6 inches. Here we go. Jump number 1 for Louie. Good boy. Right on that tug, just how he wanted it. Good boy. Big jump on jump number 1 all the way out to 9 feet 4 inches for Louie. Good boy. 9 feet and 4 inches for Louie. Nessie do up next. Let's go get jump number 2 right here, Louie. Another good jump by Louie all the way out to 9 feet 4 inches. 9 feet and 4 inches on jump number 2. Good boy. Now on the dock, this is Callie and maybe 3 feet 11 inches. Current average of 20 feet 8 inches. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Callie and Maisie. Here we go. Jump number 1 for Maisie. In personal best of 23 feet 11 inches. Current average of 20 feet 8 inches. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Maisie. Here we go, jump number 1 for Maisie. Good girl, Maisie. Jump number 1, a good one for Maisie, coming in at 19 feet 7 inches on jump number 1. 19 feet and 7 inches on jump number 1. Jump number 2 coming up right here once again. Huge personal best of 23 feet 11 inches. Current average of 20 feet and 8 inches. Jump number 2 right here coming up. Good looking jump. Jump number 2 going to be a little bit bigger than jump number 1. Master level jump out to 20 feet and 3 inches on jump number 2. Good girl, Maisie. 20 feet and 3 inches on jump number 2. Good girl. Next up on the dock, that's going to bring us to Ashley and Nala, followed by Oaks, Murphy, Paisley, and Nessie. Nala set a personal best of 8 feet 3 inches. Just 2 this time, Ashley? Just 2 this time? Go get it, Nala. You got this, little girl. Go get it, Nala. Good job, Nala. Going to be a good score on jump number 1. 8 feet 3 inches ties that personal girl, Nala. 8 feet and 3 inches. Good girl. Jump number 2 coming up. Murphy, Paisley, Nessie. Jump coming up right here for Ashley and Nala. 8 feet 3 inches on jump number 1. Only with help. There you go. Good job, Nala. Good girl. Jump number 2, another good one coming in at 7 feet 1 inch. That was a big win. She ran in right on her own without any coaxing at all that time. Good girl, Nala. 7 feet and 1 inch on jump number 2. Distance might not show it, but I think that was her best jump of the weekend. Good girl, Nala. That might not have been her biggest jump of the weekend, but I do think that was her best jump of the weekend. Good job, little girl. Next up on the dock, this is our man, Oaks' first ever elite level jump last split. Not only did he do that, but he did it twice. Bell Oaks on the dock right now. Big jumping Aussie right here. This is Oaks. Murphy, Paisley, Nessie do up next. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Oaks. Good boy, Oaks. Good boy. Jump number 1 coming up right here. Get him reset, ready to go. Just cruising along slowly on his way back to the dock. Good boy, Oaks. Jump number 1 coming up right here, looking for another elite level jump. First time ever out in that division, just splash. Jump number 2 coming up right here. Or excuse me, jump number 1. Good boy, Oaks. That's going to be another big one. Another big score by Oaks all the way out to 23 feet 9 inches. Good boy, Oaks. 23 feet and 9 inches on jump number 1. Wow, that boy is having a day already. Good job, Oaks. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Bell and Oaks. Wow, buddy, that is big. Stretch that personal best out one more time. 24 feet 8 inches on jump number 2. 24 feet and 8 inches. Good boy, Oaks. Ben, once again, I'm sorry to say it. I think Oaks has found his permanent handler. Now on the dock, this is Callie and Murphy. And we got the monkey in the pool again. This time I actually saw what it was. Murphy currently has a personal best of 14 feet 10 inches. Current average of 11 feet and 10 inches. Number 1 coming up right here for Murphy. Jump number 1 for Murphy, gets at 11 feet and 4 inches. 11 feet and 4 inches on jump number 1. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Murphy. Good looking run down the dock and a much bigger jump on jump number 2. Good score for Murphy all the way out to 12 feet and 10 inches. 12 feet and 10 inches. Good run down the dock by Murphy right there. Monkey. Next up on the dock, this little girl had a huge personal best last time down the dock. with a humongous score of 18 feet and 4 inches. This is Alyssa and Paisley, guest holder Teresa on the dock. Current average of 14 feet 6 inches. That monster personal best last time out of 18 feet 4 inches. Look at that little girl jump. That was about 18 feet from like 10 feet of dock. Holy cow, little Paige. See another one of those with a little bit of run behind it. Not going to be long enough for you, kid. That was something else right there. Did you see that, Peter Davidson? That was literally just at 18 feet from 10 feet of dock. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Alyssa and little Paisley. Look at that little girl fly. Brand new personal best and a huge score of 18 feet 10 inches. 18 feet and 10 inches for little Paisley. Good girl. Who says you got to be big to play this game? Holy cow, little Paige. This girl is not messing around today. Jump number 2 coming up right here for little Paige. Another one. Look at her go. Make that times 2. 18 feet 10 inches. Good girl, Paige. Back to back 18 feet 10 inches for the tiny little mini American Shepherd. Good little Paisley. Next up on the dock, you saw her earlier with Louie. This is Georgia and her little girl. This is Nessie. This girl has one of the best entries into the water you're going to see all day. That tail is the very last thing to go through the surface, which is where we take that score. Very beneficial way to get into the water. Can add as much as 2 to 3 feet for the score just by that entry. Good girl, Nessie. Good warm up on the short dock there for Nessie. Not many dogs get that kind of height and still that kind of entry. Big personal best of 19 feet 1 inch for Nessie. Due up next, Payne, Pepper, Geist, Raven, Rogue, and Ruby. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Little. Look at her go. Holy cow. I got to run to catch up with that big jump. Good girl. Big score coming in at 18 feet 0 inches on jump number 1. 18 feet 0 inches. Good girl, Nessie. Faked me out on that jump. Current average of 16 feet 7 inches. That big personal best of 19 feet and 1. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Georgia and Nessie. Yes, another good jump by Nessie. This is going to be an amazing score. Nessie just jumped into an entirely new division, 20 feet and 4 inches. 20 feet 4 inches master level jump for Nessie. Good girl. Good girl, little Nessie. That entry makes all the difference in the world. That's going to bring us to Ashley and her German Shepherd Payne. Guest holder Alyssa on the back of the dock. Payne, Pepper, Geist, Raven, Rogue, Ruby, Scout due up next. Right now, jump number 1 coming up here for Payne with a huge personal best of 14 feet 10 inches. Current average over 13 feet at 13 feet and 9 inches. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Payne. Good job, Payne. Ton of speed on jump number 1. Big score all the way out to 14 feet and 2 inches. Good girl, Payne, 14 feet and 2 inches. Good girl, Payne. Jump number 2 coming up right here within 8 inches of that personal best of 14 feet and 10 inches. Pepper, Poltergeist, Raven, Rogue, Ruby due up next. Good girl, Payne. Alyssa's holding on tight back there, ride of her life. Jump number 2 right here for Payne. Wow, holy cow, Payne. Brand new personal best, entire new division, 15 feet 6 inches. Good girl, Payne. 15 feet and 6 inches. No wonder she was pulling Alyssa all over the dock. She was ready to go. Good girl, Payne. I have never seen her pull like that on the back of the dock before, but Alyssa was bouncing all over back there. Next up on the dock, big jumping little English Springer Spaniel. Set a huge personal best of 20 feet and 1 inch last time out. Good girl. Ashley and Pepper. Current average of 15 feet 3 inches. Jump number 1 coming up here for this team right now. A huge personal best last splash, I believe just over 22 feet. My street doesn't show it, but I believe that's what it was. Jump number 1 coming right here for Pepper. Good girl, Pepper. Another good run down the dock and a really, really good score coming in at 20 feet 0 inches on jump number 1. 20 feet 0 inches, master level jump on jump number 1 for Pepper. Lost her ball. Good girl, Pepper. Jump number 2 coming up right here. A lot more speed on jump number 2. That's going to be a big jump. Big, big score out to 21 feet 8 inches on jump number 2. Good job, Pepper. 21 feet at 8 inches. About twice as much speed it seemed like from jump number 1 to jump number 2. That was a great looking run down the dock. Next up on the dock, this is our little man poltergeist. Call him Geist for short. Older Billy. Geist has a personal best of 12 feet 6 inches. Current average of 10 feet 6 inches. Go get it, buddy. Good man, Geist. He's got a new collar. I've never seen that glowing orange one before. Matches Nikki's Crocs. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Geist. Raven, Rogue, Ruby, Scout due up next. Geist, you forgot to jump, buddy. Jump number 1 for Geist going to come in at 5 feet and 1 inch on jump number 1. Ran right off the end, forgot to push off. Good boy. Let's get a one on jump number 2. All it takes is one, Geist. The second one's just a throwaway. Let's get a big one here. Raven, Rogue, Ruby, Scout, Severin, Silas due up next. Jump number 2 coming right for my boy Geist. Jump number 2 going to be quite a bit bigger. Good boy, Geist. Jump number 2 coming in at 7 feet 7 inches on 7 feet and 7 inches. You're bright today, buddy. Glowing orange. Next up on the dock, this is going to bring us to the big jumping Weimar runner. This is Raven. Ashley and Raven, guest holder Peter on the back of the dock. Raven owns a huge personal best of 28 feet and 11 inches. Big of 27 feet and 6 inches. Jump number 1. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Raven. Good run down the dock. Good looking jump by Raven. Jump number 1, a good one for Raven coming in at 25 feet 7 inches on jump number 1. 25 feet and 7 inches. Tons of speed down the dock on jump number 1. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Raven. This guy owns a big, big, big personal best of 28 feet 11 inches. Jump number 2 coming up right here. Good entry on jump number 2. That's going to help that score out quite a bit. Little bit bigger on jump number 2 all the way out to 26 feet 0 inches on jump number 2. 26 feet 0 inches on jump number 2. Good run down the dock by Raven on jump number 2. Next up on the dock, this is Candy and her Australian Shepherd, girl Rogue. Rogue has a great personal best of 15 feet 9 inches. Current average of 11 feet 3 inches. Ruby, Scout, Severin, Silas, Stormy do up next. Jump number 1 for Rogue right here. Jump number 1 for Rogue, going to come in at 9 feet and 3 inches on jump number 1. 9 feet 3 inches on jump number 1 for Rogue. Got that pretty purple on her front right there. Painted all up for this weekend. Jump number 2 coming up for Rogue. Ruby, Scout, Severin, Silas, Stormy do up next. Jump number 2 right here. Here we go. Jump number 2 for Candy and Rogue. Much bigger on jump number 2. Good girl, Rogue. Quite a bit bigger, all the way out to 11 feet 4 inches on jump number 2. Good girl, Rogue. 2 extra feet out to 11 feet and 4 inches. Good girl, Rogue. Two extra feet on jump number 2. Next up on the dock, in for a huge treat here. This is North America Diving Dogs' #1 ranked golden retriever. Set a personal best last evening of 28 feet 0 inches. Current average all the way out to 26 feet and 4 inches. This is Mary Beth and Ruby. Guest holder Teresa on the back of the dock. First ever premier level jump just yesterday evening. Jump number 1 coming up right here. Looking for that elusive second premier level jump right here from Mary Beth and Ruby. Look at that huge jump from Ruby. That's going to be a nice score right there. Big, big jump by Ruby all the way out to 27 feet 2 inches on jump number 1. 27 feet and 2 inches on jump number 1. Good girl. Ton of speed, huge jump off the end, and tons of hang time. Good girl, Ruby. Jump number 2 coming up right here. Due up next, Scout, Severin, Silas, Stormy, Tenzing, Sin, and Tala. Those guys are going to have to wait because we're looking for big jump number 2 coming up right here for Ruby. Big jump once again from Ruby. That one could be bigger yet. Indeed it is. 27 feet 7 inches on jump number 2. 27 feet and 7 inches. Good girl, Rubes. Back to back 27-foot jumps from Ruby. Good girl. Good job, little Rubes. No, you are not. Hi, Rubes. Go get Peter, Rubes. Get It's the birthday girl on the dock. This is 2-year-old second birthday. This is Sarah and little Scout. Gas holder Teresa once again on the dock. Big jumps right in front of her with Ruby twice over 27 feet. Little Scouty has a great personal best of 17 feet 2 inches. Current average of 15 feet 5 inches. Good girl, Little Scout. That was a nice looking Scout jump right there. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Sarah and Scout. Here we go on jump number 1 for Sarah and Scout. Jump number 1 coming up right here. Wow, big grab and a big jump by Little Scout. Big score all the way out to 16 feet 10 inches. Big jump to 16 feet 10 inches and a midair grab. Good looking jump by Little Scout. Only 4 inches off that personal best with a big midair grab. Good girl. Jump number 2 coming up right here. See if we can repeat that one. That was beautiful, Little Scout. Jump number 2, a good one, not quite the same as jump number 1, but that's going to be a good score at 14 feet 2 inches for Little Scout. Birthday girl with a big midair grab on jump number 1. Good girl, Scout. Good girl, Scout. That was one of the best looking jumps you've ever had on jump number 1. Good girl. You're going swimming with me, Mom. It's my birthday. I say so. I make the calls today. Next up on the dock, this team set a huge personal best earlier today. 10 feet 7 inches. This is Nancy and Severin. Sorry, 12 feet 0 inches. I thought so. Mine didn't say that, but I thought it was wrong. 12 feet 0 inches last time down the dock for Nancy and Severin. And Titan. There you go, Little Severin. Last time out had that huge personal best of 12 feet 0 inches. Huge jump for Little Severin. Good girl. Just kind of cruising along back to the ramp. Here we're getting ready to go for jump number 1, Nancy and Severin. Little Silas, Stormy, Tenzing, and Sindhu up next. Good jump by Severin right on top of that girl. Jump number 1, a good one all the way out to 9 feet and 7 inches on jump 1, 9 feet and 7 inches. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Nan. Good, look at that. Good girl, Severin. Jump number 2 going to be just a little bit shorter. Still a good score all the way out to 8 feet and 8 inches on jump number 2. 8 feet and 8 inches. Good girl, Severin. Good little girl, Severin. You're doing so good today, yeah. Doc, this is administration extraordinaire. Deborah Pillard and little man Silas. I say what I want. I have the microphone, Deborah. Thanks to Deb so much. She's run our admin booth solo all weekend long, killing it out there. Totally appreciate her. Little man Silas, a.k.a. Tito on the dock. Well, if you want, you get it. But yes. Little man Silas, a.k.a. Tito on the dock. I'm going to warm up on the short dock right here. Look at that boy reach for that tug, mid-air grab. Good job, little man. This boy has been jumping enormous all weekend long. Little guy owns a huge personal best of 19 feet 4 inches, current average of 14 feet and 3 inches. Here we go, jump number 1 for little man Silas. Here we go, little buddy. Let's get a big one here. Good boy, Silas. Good looking jump on jump number 1, all the way out to 15 feet 5 inches on jump number 1. Good little man, Silas, 15 feet and 5 inches. Where are you going, little man? We're up here. There you go, Tito. Jump number 2 coming up right here. Jump number 1 of 15 feet 5 inches. Stormy, Tenzing, Sin, Tawa, Titan, and Totem due up next. Yes, mid-air grab, big pedal in the air, and a really big Silas jump. Added over a foot onto jump number 2 all the way out to 16 feet 7 inches on jump number 2. 16 feet 7 inches. Good man, Silas. You got, Deborah, we have issues. Just kidding, Deb. Now on the dock, this is big jumping Weimaraner, Terry and Stormy. This little girl is the 2020 number 1 ranked Weimaraner in all of North America diving dogs. Good mid-air grab by Stormy. She has a huge personal best of 27 feet. Current average of 16 feet 8 inches. Guest holder Peter Davidson in on the dock for Stormy. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Terry and Stormy. Mary Beth going to reset that tug for Terry and Stormy. Don't jump now, little girl. Do not jump right now. Thank you, Mary Beth. Jump number 1 coming up right here once again for Terry and Stormy. Guest holder Peter Davidson on the back of the dock. I think he scared Stormy from jumping that time. Here we go, Stormy. Jump number 1 coming up right here. Brakes completely applied. Going to reset her on the back of the dock. Here we go on jump 1. Wow, that was a fast run down the dock. Got backside past the front. That's going to help out a ton on jump number 1. Good score all the way out to 18 feet 0 inches. Furthest thing on that jump was that tail set. It completely passed her head. Gave her at least an extra foot from what the score would have been. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Terry and Stormy. Yes, Stormy, good girl. I had to run to catch up to that one. Good girl. Big jump by Stormy, 23 feet 6 inches. Good girl. Big midair grab and a good looking jump by Stormy, 23 feet 6 inches. Good girl, Stormy. Now on the dock, Maddie and Tenzing. This boy had some big jumps on Friday night, set a new personal best of 19 feet 10 inches. Pushed his average all the way out to 17 feet 4 inches. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Maddie and Tenzing. Good boy, trying to rip that tug out of the air. Going to be a good score for him. Jump number 1, 17 feet 9 inches on jump number 1. Good boy, Tenzing. Sin, Tala, Titan, Totem, Vitani, Voodoo, and Grim to round out splash number 9. Here we go, buddy. Jump number 2 for Tenzing coming up right here. Just about ripped that tug out of the jump number 1. Here we go, buddy. Jump number 2 for Tenzing. Good boy, another near mid-air grab. Not quite as much height, so it's going to be just a little bit shorter, but still a great jump of 17 feet 3 inches. Did you guys get splashed over there? Yes. 17 feet 3 inches on jump number 2. Good boy, 10. Glad it was on that side this time. It's all over here every other time. Thank you, Tenzing. They deserved it. Good boy. That's going to bring us to Tatum and Sin. Tatum and Sin. Gas holder Callie on the back of the dock with Sin. Wow, that was way up in the air. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Sin. Sin was just about in the rafters on that jump. Chase that thing way, way up there. Good girl, Sin. Good thing it's 30 feet to that roof. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Tatum and Sin. Tatum has a huge personal best of 29 feet 2 inches. Good girl, Sin. Big jump near mid-air grab. That's going to be a really nice score. Big score for Sin all the way out to 24 feet 10 inches on jump number 1. 24 feet and 10 inches on jump number 1. Tala, Titan, Totem, Vitani, Voodoo, and Grimm will round out splash number 9. Jump number 2 right here for Tatum and Sin. Beautiful jump by Sin. Huge stretch. That's going to be another good score. That was a pretty jump by Sin. Jump number 2 almost identical. Going to come in at 24 feet 9 inches on jump number 2. 24 feet and 9 inches on jump number 2. Good girl, Sin. Team just this weekend, Stephanie and her shepherd. This is Tala. Already set an amazing personal best of 10 feet and 11 inches. Like their 3rd time ever in the pool. Current average of 10 feet 9 inches. Good girl, Tala. That was so good. Nailed that tug just like we want. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Stephanie and Tala. Good girl, Tala. Jump number 1 for Tala coming in at 10 feet and 3 inches on jump number 1. 10 feet and 3 inches. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Tala. Careful, you might lose a finger doing that. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Tala. Nice run and big jump by Tala. Brand new personal best, 12 feet 8 inches on jump number 2. 12 feet and 8 inches. Good girl, Tala. Air retrieve handlers meeting out back immediately following splash number 9. Heads up, all air retrieve competitors need you to the back of the building at the completion of the splash handlers meeting. Will be immediately following the final jump of Grimm. Oh, I got confused there. I thought Haley was coming up there, but this is Lori and Titan. Guest holder Casey had to do a double take. But this is Lori and Titan. Titan. Just made aware that Tala just received a junior level title. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Lori, Casey, and Titan. 11 feet 1 inch personal best set last time out by this team. Jump number 1 coming right here for Lori, Casey, and Titan. Totem, Vitani, Voodoo, and Grimm to close out splash number 9. Then we'll go right into air retrieve splash 102. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Lori, Casey, and Titan. Nice looking run by Titan. That's going to be a really good jump and a new personal best all the way out to 11 feet 11 inches for Titan. 11 feet and 11 inches. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Lori, Casey, and Titan. Brand new personal best at 11 feet 11 inches on jump number 1. Totem, Vitani, Voodoo, and Grimm rounding out splash number 9, then right into air retrieve splash 102. Handlers meeting immediately following jump number 2 by Grimm. Jump number 2 for Titan coming right here. Good boy, Titan. Jump number 2 going to be quite a bit bigger. Another personal best all the way out to 12 feet 10 inches on jump number 2. 12 feet and 10 inches on jump number 2 for Titan. Good boy. This will be Casey and her Chesapeake Bay Retriever. This is Totem. (21 feet 1 inch). Jump number 1 coming right here. Good girl, Totem. Jump number 1 for Totem going to come in at 19 feet and 4 inches on jump number 1. 19 feet and 4 inches on jump number 1. Every time, Totem, every time. Typical Chesapeake fashion. Make everything harder than it has to be. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Totem. Vitani, Voodoo, and Grimm rounding out splash number 9. Here we go, Totem. Guest holder Peter Davidson once again on the back of the dock. Rent holder Davidson today. Casey and Totem. Coming up right here for Casey and Totem. Good girl, Totem. Jump number 2 going to be a little bit bigger, maybe quite a bit bigger. Huge, huge jump out to 21 feet 0 inches on jump number 2. 21 feet 0 inches. Good jump by Totem on jump number 2. See how easy that is walking up that ramp, Totem? Big jump of 21 feet 0 inches on jump number 2. Tiny little Belgian Malinois. This is Vitani. Vitani has a personal best of 8 feet 6 inches. Go get it, Vitani. Come on, Vitani, go get it. There you go, kid. Let's go get it. There you go. Good girl, Vitani. Jump number 1 for Vitani, going to come in at 5 feet 0 inches on jump number 1. 5 feet at 0 inches. She didn't even splash you. Jump number 2 coming up right here for little Vitani. Voodoo and Grim will close out splash number 9. Here we go. Jump number 2 for little Vitani. You go get your tug, little girl. Go get it. There we go. Get it, get it, get it. Come on, Vitani. You go get it. Let's go get it, little girl. That's a cop-out, Vitani. You go get it. There it is. Go get it. That is such a cop-out, Vitani. Kisses don't make it all better. You go get your tug. Go get it, pretty girl. Go get that tug, little girl. You've done this 1,000 times before. Let's go get it. Let's go get it, Vitani. You go get your tug, kid. You go get your tug, little girl. You go get that tug. Voodoo and Grim round out splash number 9 while we're waiting for Vitani to get that jump number 2 in. Here we go, little girl. Minute 30 remains on the clock for Vitani. Go get it, little girl. You go get it. Toy reset coming for Vitani right here. Minute 15 remains for jump number 2. Let's go get it, Vitani. You got it, pretty girl. You go get it. That's your tug. You go get it. We need a score here, kiddo. Go get it. Come on, pretty little girl. Let's go get it. Go get your tug. How can we play tug if you don't go get that tug? Come on, silly little Malinois. Go get it. Where is your tug, kid? Where is your tug? She's so mad at you right now. Get it, Vitani. Get it, Vitani. Go get your tug. You go get, yeah. Let's go get it. 10 seconds left on the clock for Vitani. Five seconds. We are all finished. We weren't going to make it anyway. Good girl, Vitani. That unfortunately will be a time. Next up, this will be Wendy and Voodoo. Following Voodoo will be the final dog of splash number 9, Abby and Grimm. Immediately following Grimm's jump number 2, I need all handlers to the back of the dock or all air retrieve handlers to the back of the dock for handlers meeting for splash 102. Nice jump, Voodoo. That was a big push off the end, buddy. Voodoo has a personal best of 8 feet and 1 inch. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Voodoo. Grimm on deck. Good boy. That was a great entry. That's going to be a big score for Voodoo. 10 feet 2 inches on jump number 1. 10 feet and 2 inches. Jump number 1 for Voodoo. Jump number 2 coming up. Here we go. Jump number 2. Good boy, Voodoo. 10 feet. Another good-looking jump. That entry gives him an extra foot. Jump number 2 going to be bigger yet at 10 feet and 8 inches. Good boy, Voodoo. 10 feet and 8 inches. Last but not least, in splash number 9, world-class photographer Abigail Elkins, head of Blackstone Photography, and her Dutch Shepherd, Grimm. Of 21 feet 6 inches, current average of 20 feet and 0 inches. Jump number. Good man, Grimm. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Grimm. Once again, personal best of 21 feet 6 inches. Current average for this team of 20 feet and 0 inches. Jump number 1 coming up right here for Abby and Grimm. Air retrieve handlers start making your way to the back of the building. We're about 2 minutes away from handlers meeting for air retrieve splash 102. Yes, buddy. Good looking run down the dock on jump number 1 for Grimm. Score number 1 going to come in at 17 feet and 2 inches for Grimm. 17 feet and 2 inches on jump number 1 for Grimm. Once again, all handlers for air retrieve, please make your way to the back of the building. We're about 1 to 2 minutes away from the beginning of air retrieve splash 102 handlers meeting. Please make your way to the back of the building. We'll be right back there to commence that meeting. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Abby and Grimm. Beautiful run down the dock. That's going to be a big score for Grimm. 19 feet 6 inches on jump number 2. Good boy, Grimm. 19 feet 6 inches. Handlers meeting at the back of the building right now, handlers. Air retrieve handlers meeting. Go to the back of the building right now, please. It is just getting ready to start.